Hello and welcome back to another video. In this video we're going to be refining the prototype I made in another video. I have went ahead and done a few things. I switched this template to a first person template, so I basically remade the prototype I made in the third person template, but instead I used a different technique. In the other one I used modeling and I used the cube grid. But I ran into some issues with using the cube grid when it came to materials and making things thinner and more realistic looking. So I just used the starter content architecture stuff, walls and stuff to replace those. I still use the cube grid floor just because it's going to be over the whole thing. I'm probably going to use a cube grid ceiling as well whenever I add that. I also added a few textures here for the walls and for the door frames, and I imported this door frame here that I got for free on Epic Marketplace. That's probably the door I'm going to be using throughout my game. Um, and I'll update you guys whenever I add some more blueprints or props in my game. Okay, another quick update. So I got the roof on and all that stuff, and I did a bunch of lighting work within my level, so I'll run through it and show you guys that. Since this is going to be like a kind of a horror action game, I want it to be very dimly lit, so I use a lot of spotlights and vary the intensity to try to kind of guide the player to a certain way. As you can see, not a whole lot's really lit up that well. That door down there, you have to go in here, maybe fight some enemies, get a key to unlock the storage area. I still haven't propped out this area yet. I'm probably going to add some props. And for this vent part, I'm probably going to add it to where you can toggle on and off a light switch or something so you can see better. And then you're going to pop in with this really, really dark room. And this is where you're just going to be attacked with a bunch of enemies. You just have to defend yourself and kill them all. That's the kind of idea for this last room. And then once you survive that kind of encounter, it's going to go on to the next level and more things are going to be expanded upon. So I'm probably gonna add some sort of maybe flashlight or maybe like a something to do with like light triggers or something, because a lot of this horror stuff has to do with like lighting and how that atmosphere builds from the lighting and all that. So I'll update you guys and show you what I decided to put in here with some blueprints. I'll be right back. Okay, so since last I have added a blueprint to where I can toggle on and off a flashlight. So if we look in here, we got our gun. You can see we have a flashlight here. If we hit tab, it'll go on and off and it'll say flashlight on, flashlight off up in the top left there. So I'll go ahead and show you guys what that blueprint looked like. Get it up. So first I started out in the viewport and I got a spotlight and put it a little like underneath the arms, like it's coming from underneath the gun, and I messed with the outer and inner radius there and the intensity. And then event graph, first thing I did was I made it to where the spotlight follows the mouse movement, so it's not just static with this little piece of blueprint there, and then the blueprint up here is the toggle system where you can toggle it on and off, and depending on if it's on or off, it will print a string saying flashlight off or flashlight on. So that is what I've done right now, and I will be right back if there's anything else I add. Okay, this is the final update. All I really did here was add a little desk and a little computer area so we can actually jump on something other than box to get up to that vent. And I haven't played tested yet, so I might do that real quick. But so the goal of this level really it's just kind of an introduction since the first level. It's gonna be very spooky with the lighting and few enemies, but I'm thinking like an enemy will drop down this first area from this area up here. We might turn it into instead of a room, like the little overhang thing. Let them jump and chase you, and you grab your gun and you kill them, and then you just follow the lights. I'm gonna probably make some lights flickering so the player will be enticed to follow those more. And I definitely want to add some sort of element of collecting keys and unlocking doors in this level. And to win this level, you just have to get to the very end and kill all the enemies that I place in here and throughout the level. And for the overall game, I'm thinking the levels will be structured similarly, but a little bit different. They'll probably be like a total like 4 levels, and like the final level, you'll probably defeat a final boss. So the motivation is just to like get through levels, find the keys, unlock the doors, get through. It's pretty linear. Get through all the rooms, and then kill all the enemies, and eventually kill the final boss. And maybe I'll who knows, maybe I'll add something to where you get a congratulations with confetti every once you kill the final boss or something fun like that. But yeah, that's the refining of this prototype pretty much done. I'm pretty happy with it and can't wait to see what it turns out to.